Well, good morning. It is September 14th, a little past 8 a.m. Slept really well last night. Nice hostess. Was able to talk with a younger German guy who is interested in doing the Pacific Crest Trail maybe next year. He's walking with only about 12 pounds in his pack. He's going really light. I'm about double that, which has prompted me, as I think I mentioned yesterday. So when I pull into Moissac today, which is a big day, so it's 19 miles, got 2 decent climbs. I'm gonna mercilessly go through all my stuff and figure out what do I really need to carry, what might I ditch and resupply later along the way, because I kind of packed for 6 weeks worth. Again, backpacker mentality, carry it all. So I'll look down the road and see where the markets are that I would be able to resupply with, I don't know, like toiletry items, other kinds of stuff that I may not have to continue to carry. I'll probably let go of one of my nylon long sleeve undershirts because I don't think it's necessary. Other things like that, if I can get rid of another pound or 2, then I'll be happy. So that's kind of the plan today. I'll hope to put on a fair amount of video just to catalog the day's walk, and let's see how it goes. Right, on to the next. All right, there we go. Well, that was the climb out of Lauzerte. You might be able to see in the offing. First of our larger climbs on today's walk. So there we go. As I mentioned, longer miles today. I'm just gonna keep a slower pace. Just gonna, keep a slower pace. As they say, walk my own hike. So looking forward to the rest of it. I hope. So I learned those are for pigeons. And there's supposed to be water here. They got a little window to look out too. Nice for them. Not sure what they do with pigeons, but it makes sense. They got a little pigeon weather vane, as it were, or something topping that. Very charming. Finding the water, that'll be very charming too. You gotta be kidding. Yeah, nothing. Not that I would have drank out of it anyways, but all right. I mean, I got water, so, but always a good idea. One of my few rules when at a water spot, drink up, fill up. Another rule, take a break about every hour and just kind of relax some. Another rule, look, check before you leave wherever you're at. Make sure you got all your stuff. So, okay, pulled up to this nice little chapel. Gonna go on in inside in a minute, take a look. One of the things, as I mentioned, that I've been looking forward to doing. So it's Saint Sernin, S-E-R-N-I-N, and you know, very, very comfortable. Serene little place. So I'll show you, and they have an attached cemetery, and frankly, who doesn't love an attached cemetery, right? But before I do that, I'm gonna take a little bit of a snack break, and Dawn, this one's for you. Oh, and so is this one, and so is this one. Okay. That's my favorite right there. Just a chair. The large chapels and churches in the big cities, of course, are beautiful. But these are so charming and so intimate. So I guess that's the ropes you can pull on to ring your own bell. I know. I don't blame you. Oh, having a snack. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's a field of sad sunflowers. They're tired. They're a little droopy. They gave it their all this year, I would hope. But boy, when these things were in bloom, it just must have been glorious. Lots of sunflowers in the surrounding area. But right now, just kind of brown and probably getting ready or waiting to get plowed under, something like that. Well, here I am at lunch. It's about 12:15, a proper lunch. And I've walked about 8 miles, 8.5, I like to think. It's been hard, and I'm tired, and it's been hot. Gonna give myself a good rest, a good hour's rest. I've got a good 10.5 miles left to go, so I'm kind of at halfway. And frankly, I'm pretty tired. So, drink lots of water. I'm hydrating well. I'm drinking my electrolytes. Gonna make sure I've got some caffeine in my electrolytes also, because that'll help. And stop for a Snickers bar, which you can never go wrong with. So, a little bit more along the way. Just gonna relax, and we'll roll into Moissac, where I've got a layover day. My own apartment, which I'm looking forward to. And just to put my feet up and chill. Well, that was a good rest, I gotta say. Almost fell asleep, but felt a lot better. And coming up to this town of Saint Martin, I suppose. So yeah, see, there's the smart ones. They actually have a car and they get to places with air conditioning. No, not me. It's hot out, even though it's a little breezy right now. I tell you, I'm sweating, and my sweat has sweat. Boy, countryside is still quite nice. Interesting cloud cover. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm coming up on almost a break time. So grab a little water, sit in the shade for 5-10 minutes, and then keep going. If it works right, I will probably get into Moissac at about 5 o'clock, and that's when my check-in time is, and it's 1 o'clock now. So just plugging along, doing what I'm doing. All right, here we go. See, the locals are probably thinking like, what a bunch of idiots out walking in this heat. Jeez, I don't know what's wrong with those people. The little markers that are saving my life, letting me know where the path is. We're taking a break here at Saint Martin. The church is closed apparently, and yet I was able to get some water, so that's good. And found out that Spotify. So I've got a big down and then a big up, and then it's flat into Moissac. And that's where I'm going to put on my Spotify and just do it. Well, that was the up and the down, but I got one more up left to do. And you know what they do here? They roll in the hay. Get it? Yeah, don't say that again. That's no. We'll take a little break here. I was wrong. I thought it was going to be ups and downs and then a long stretch into Moissac. But it's actually a long stretch after Moissac. Yeah, well, I guess reading a map isn't really my strong suit, apparently. So anyways, my last little bits of ups and downs, and then Moissac right on the other side. So I'm hoping that I'd be there. It's now 3:45. I'm hoping I'd be there, you know, between 5, maybe 5:30. A little earlier if I'm lucky. So just decided to take a break. And given it's this last stretch, it's gonna be time for Spotify. And that means it's gonna be time for Foo Fighters. Yeah, baby. Thanks, Ezzy and Joe. I'm looking forward to being able to listen to this and knock this last few miles out. Oh, well, it's 4:45, but you know what this means. I am gonna dunk my head. Oh, baby. There we go. Gonna make it one way or the other, but I do have to say the Spotify, okay, thank you, fly, mosquito. The Spotify sure has been making the last few miles go by. Thanks again, E and J. All right, here we go. Well, hello. Today is Friday the 15th. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I've taken a 0 day today after the long walk, and to let myself rest, to let myself reorganize my stuff, clean up a little bit, as I didn't bring an electric razor, so I figure I'll just shave the beard and mustache off, let it grow in, then I'll turn into the old man of the sea, and then I'll shave it off again, kind of go from there. So staying in an apartment that I got on booking.com, comfortable little spot, really nice hostess, so appreciate the effort here. Very centrally located. There's a medieval abbey and a church that's within very close walking distance, that's next on the list. I'm quite excited to go see. Saw a large supermarket, and as I came in yesterday, bought stuff, not only for dinner last night, but a little bit of breakfast this morning. So I'm gonna see if I'm either just gonna grab lunch out, maybe dinner as well. My intention has really been just to kind of hole up and reorganize, settle down. I've got to continue to plan my reservations down the road, and I'm getting some responses and some turn downs, so a little anxious about that. But I do have faith that it's going to work out and that I'll find the right spots. So I'll tell you what, let's go out and see the Abbey. Does that sound like a good idea? And having a little bit of an adventure? Let's go. Well, I will have to say, this is beautiful. It's really all it looks like it would be on the videos that I'd seen. It's really inspirational. The church, really gorgeous. And the cloister here is spectacular. You know, if you weren't Catholic, you'd kind of think maybe you should be or would be. And after 12 years of Catholic school for me, boy, it's hard to not feel that pull of the religion and the symbolism and the significance. So it really is a beautiful, beautiful location. I'm so glad I came here. Well, good morning, everybody. It's about 8:15 here on Saturday the 16th. I am on my way to Auvillar, walking along the canal. The very, very nice walk today, mostly flat until a climb into Auvillar. Today is my 4th day of walking, 5th day out. So I'm just going to be calling it my day number 5. As you know, had a overnight in Moissac, much needed rest, was enjoyable. Visited the Abbey, which was quite nice, and discovered this morning that I'm like, oh good, I've got reservations in Condom on the 20th. And I went, oh okay, wait a minute. I'm getting into Condom on the 19th. So for God's sake, if I knew how to count, that would be helpful, because otherwise I'd end up in Merced, if you know what I mean. So just gonna settle into the walk. Got a woman ahead of me, got 2 folks behind me. It's supposed to be about, gonna get into the mid to upper 80s today. It's gonna be hot tomorrow, lower 90s. So for coastsiders, you know, that's difficult. Nonetheless, I've got a wonderful tuna sandwich for lunch, so I'll be looking forward to not only having that lunch, but eating and getting rid of the weight. So I'm a little weight obsessed right now. So that's the plan, Stan. A little bit of a jiggle joggle getting out of Moissac, as Uncle Mike would say, but I made it back onto the trail and gonna do it. All right, folks, I'll keep you posted. I tell you, with all that running water, it kind of either makes you want to take a shower or go to the bathroom. Well, I'll tell you, that lunch was, that tuna fish sandwich was what I was hoping it was gonna be. I had been looking forward to that all morning and early afternoon. It's now 1:15 and I'm coming up to Espelay, I think, and then got across the river and then into Auvillar. So, you know, I'm gonna get there. So far, so good. It's been a pleasant day. Nice cloud cover, little breeze, and just been moving along. So there we go. I guess this means slow down and don't knock the hikers off the road, because it, talk about roadkill. Okay. So there is what I'm guessing is Auvillar. Not that far away. Looking forward to pulling in, getting my boots off, taking a nice cool shower. Seems to be the basics. Well, I guess if you want to go to AA, that's where you go. Okay, so it is. Well, all right. I guess they really want you to know that you're here. And we'll kind of see what the town's all about. I can see some signs for local gîtes that they put out. And there we go. So you can see here the sign for Route Road of November 11th. Armistice Day, right? Important. In France, they had a number of November 11th days, roads for that matter. And also you can see the red and white X, which means this is not the GR65. Don't go down that street. So, just another interesting tidbit for you. Should be there in about an hour and a half. Well, made it into Auvillar. It's just coming on 3 o'clock. Actually, a real nice walk today. It was quite enjoyable, all the length of the canal, and then a steep but short climb into town here. As you know, my tuna sandwich was as delightful as I was hoping it was going to be. So I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for the gîte to open in about 10 or 15 minutes and trying to figure out some other reservations. So I have lodging for tomorrow night, but it's the following night that I'm short. So the scenarios that are possible for me is to go from Auvillar to Casté-Arroyer, something to that effect, which I do have lodging, and then either I go from Casté to Lectoure, 8 miles, Lectoure to Condom, 19 miles, Casté to La Remédue, 18 miles, and then La Remédue to Condom, again about another 8 miles. So I take my pain early or I take my pain late. So the plan actually is going to be to take my pain early. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, no, actually I swear to God, that's why I write this stuff down. My plan is to go from Auvillar to Castell to Lector, take the 8 miles there, make it short so that my legs get rested, and then take the long mileage. And if I need to, halfway around La Remédue, then I can go into the tourist office and pull a cab. You know, I'm not opposed to doing that. It would be a lesser choice, but okay. So that's kind of the plan for right now, just relaxing a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. The weather was really pleasant today. Supposed to be considerably warmer tomorrow, and we'll put that into the calculation.